decided that we design the solution that suits us. And that solution is that everything we do, since they make our country and our land very uncomfortable for us, we will bring our freedom from diaspora. And that's what we're doing today. So the enabling environment that was not created for us in Biafra land, the different countries where we reside have created an environment, and we are struggling to bring this kind of system back to our people for them to live like human beings. So we will always outsmart the terrorist state of Nigeria.
Only one, under his leadership, His Excellency Simon Ekpa. Anybody that is confusing anyone or telling you there is another, no, there is nothing. There's just one, recognized by His Excellency Simon Ekpa. And we can pray. Once he has that communication, Biafrans, we understand that Obato Obie does not take no crap from nobody. No matter who you are, you must respect that authority. That authority is the only thing that can protect all of us. But we thank God, somebody said this is a transition period. If these things does not happen, Biafrans will not know who is following our prime minister, who wants him to fail, who wants him to be out. So this moment is ordained to happen so that Biafrans will know who is who in this restoration process.
Welcome, fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom across the world. I welcome you to this amazing program. Thank you so much for joining us once again on this platform. I appreciate you wherever you are connecting from. Please like and share this program. And remember, this platform where you are watching this program is Biafra Exodus Hard Talk TV, a platform that stands with the United States of Biafra, under the command of our Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa, and on the Supreme Command of Mazi Nandekano. Today, under the control of Deputy Prime Minister COS Dr. Ngozi Orabueze, we bring information from the right source, the United States of Biafra, the government of our Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa. Wherever you are watching this program from, I urge you in the name of Chukwu Okike Abiama to like and share. Information is power. Remember, our Prime Minister encouraged us to engage in radical evangelism. Our Supreme Mazi Nandekano told us to carry everybody along. In doing that, you must help us to share this video. Like and share to family and friends and to every platform where you belong. This information is important.
I want to thank Biafra people and wish you happy new month. The month of November, the month of liberation, and the month of taking the liberation of Biafra to the next level. We have successfully conducted the Biafra Self-Referendum Convention in Finland, and it is making wave all over the world. We're breaking the jinx, and we're making waves. These are the waves that is needed in a liberation phase like this. We have been able to generate and create a heavy awareness for the interest of the Biafra all over the world. I thank Biafrans who participated in this particular Finland convention, and those of you who did not participate, but you participated financially, and those of you who did not participate financially, but participated spiritually. I thank all of you for making this particular dream a reality. I want to inform Nigeria government today that what Biafrans are fighting for is a just cause. It is no longer just an ideology, but it has become a realistic ideology. The Biafra freedom in this century has become more realistic than ever. And I want to also thank those who has made it possible for us to come this far. Many of you, you know yourselves. I want to thank the cabinet of the Biafra Republic Government in Exile, the cabinet, the ministers, the head of department, and all of you. I want to also thank the media team of the Biafra Republic Government in Exile for their resilience, their job, and what they have deposited so far. I want to thank the media team, specifically the media team. For those of you who do not understand what we're doing, the Biafra government in exile, I want to make reference to what has happened in the past. For those of you who may not understand, I want us to reflect back to the history of how the government in exile were formed in the first place. The rapidly with which, during the time of war, with which the German armies, in violation of all international agreement, overran the vast territories and countries in 1939 and 1940. That is what gave birth to government in exile, of which Biafra is proudly being part of that particular historic method. Today, the German army overran majority and many territories within Europe between 1939 and 1940. It left many countries prostrate before even they had opportunity to organize effective defense. Or even before they could prepare themselves legally to form some set of government. The early stage sovereignty during and after the war, the anti-Axis forces faced with an enormous situation where most of these forces were forced to resort to the formation of government in exile, of which Poland started the formation of the government in exile. In order to perpetuate the legal expression of countries which suddenly found themselves without government. Today, Biafra people of the southeast and people of the south called Nigeria today has found themselves without government. The government that doesn't represent the interests of the people, the government that kills its own people, the government that commits genocide, the government that above all fund terrorism against its own people cannot be said to be a government. That's what Simon Ekpa, the Biafra Republic government in exile, and every well-meaning Biafrans all over the world are fighting against today. The system of government in exile is strictly a wartime expediency. That particular wartime expediency is exactly what is happening in many parts of Nigeria today, leading to the creation and formation of Biafra Republic government in exile. Without real president, but their formation was a natural procedure. This was their recognition by other powers. The first government to form an exile government cabinet is Poland. Poland was the first country to form government in exile. They had anticipated an emergency situation and had prepared the legal ground. Under Article 24 of the Polish Constitution empowers the President of the Republic to appoint a successor under certain conditions without the approval of the Polish Sejm. On September 30, 1939, the Polish President Ignacy Mościcki who was interned as a refugee in Romania by the Bucharest government, appointed by later as the president of the Polish. The former speaker of the Polish people, or the Polish Senate, who was at that time free in Paris. He was in exile in Paris. In turn, the new president appointed as Premier General Sikorski, a political moderate and an opponent of the late Polish dictator Pilsudski. General Sikorski, who had lived several years in exile, had been serving as commander-in-chief of the Polish army in France. This government was recognized by Britain and France and was extended financially credit. They even granted them financial credit. Choose. By the simple acceptance by the Allied powers, the Polish government was granted constitutional continuity. And of course, the legal status of government in exile is something that every Biafran must understand. The reason why I am touching this particular topic today in the State of the Nation address is that it has come very clear that many Biafrans are ignorant of government in exile. They do not understand what government in exile entails. They do not understand the functions of government in exile, and do not understand what we intend to achieve by the formation of this particular government in exile, which has taken responsibility of governance and protecting the life of Biafrans all over the world. This simple legal formula has been applied to every nation whose government fled to Allied soil after defeat by Hitler. The only government in exile whose constitutional continuity may be questioned is the Czechoslovakia. The Czechoslovakia was the only government that sustained after the Hitler and after the invasion of many countries within Europe. On October 5th, 1938, shortly after the Munich conference, Edward Benz resigned as the president. But Czechoslovakia government continued to function under President Hatch and Premier Rudolf Beran, the leader of the Agrarian Republican Party, along with former Premier Milan Husa, until the German invaded the country in March 1939. President Hatcher government had been recognized by France, England, and the United States. In the effort to lend weight to the Munich Agreement, but when a protectorate under von Norwich was established by the German occupant, no steps were taken by the Hatcher cabinet to contest the legality of the new regime, even though France, Great Britain, and the United States explicitly refused to recognize the puppet state. The campaign for a new Czechoslovakia government started in exile as well. Very soon after, when March 1939, Czechoslovakia diplomatic representatives in the United States urged Dr. Benz to assist them. Now, having listened